If you open your closet, feel uninspired, frustrated, or like nothing truly reflects your true personal style, you might not be imagining it. Your wardrobe might actually be working against you. You could buy more things to fix the problem, but then you would just end up with a bigger wardrobe full of pieces that you don't love. Instead, here is exactly how I would transform a wardrobe that I hated into one that feels effortless, stylish, and me. There are 5 things that I would do, and I would do them in this order. Step 1. First, I would take a step back from my wardrobe and actually define what I want my ideal style to be. Back before I figured out my personal style, I thought people defined their style through one word. Like, my style is bohemian, my style is classic, my style is edgy. But I've come to realize now that that is really, really restrictive. And after making the mistake to turn my whole wardrobe into that French girl style, I know that narrowing down to just one style is a massive mistake. So when you're defining your new dream style, you want to choose around 3 to 5 words that you want your style to portray. And try to choose words that make you feel some sort of emotion when you wear your clothes. So for me, I like when my clothes make me feel effortless, relaxed, and carefree. Therefore, effortless is one of my words that I use to describe my style. Another way that you can find an appropriate word to describe your style is by indulging a little bit into your fantasy self. A lot of people recommend not shopping for your fantasy self, but I like to have a little balance between having practical items and also having a few items that represent my fantasy self. But those fantasy self items do have to be practical at the same time. But if I didn't have those like fantasy self items in my wardrobe, I just don't think I would get as much satisfaction out of my style personally. So for me, my fantasy self is that French girl running around Paris, sipping on cappuccinos and reading her books in cafes. But my reality is that I actually live in Sydney with a 2-year-old and there are lots of hills to walk up. So there are a few things in my wardrobe that represent that French girl fantasy self style, like my Mary Janes and my basket bags and my denim jeans. But I also have my practical self in my wardrobe too. And it's a great balance for me. When choosing your 3 to 5 words to describe your style, consider both your fantasy self and your practical self, and select words that evoke the emotions that you want to feel every time you get dressed. These 3 to 5 words are your new dream style. Okay, step 2. Now that I know what I want my style to look like, I would then open my current wardrobe and see if there are already any pieces in my wardrobe that reflect my dream style and my style words. I would select all the pieces in my wardrobe that resonate with my style words and put them over to one side of my wardrobe. And I'd make sure that I have a good mix of bottoms and tops and outerwear and shoes so I can continue to create outfits with those items. I would then pack away and put anything that doesn't represent my style words away in storage in boxes for a while. I am now technically working with a small capsule wardrobe that have pieces that reflect my new dream style. So if you're doing this yourself and for some reason nothing in your current wardrobe reflects your new dream style and what you want your style to be, then just choose out some pieces that are practical, that you can wear every day, that are kind of basics, so that you at least have a foundation to your new dream wardrobe. This technique of packing away half your wardrobe is explained more in this video, which I will link above. And that's a decluttering video and it kind of like explains the idea of it a bit further in that video. Okay, step number 3. So the next thing that I would do is just continue living my everyday life with my new small capsule wardrobe. I can rest assured that I didn't actually get rid of any other clothes because they're just packed away in storage. So it's not like you are really making drastic changes to your style or your wardrobe yet. You're just visually able to see things a little more clearly. So now with this smaller capsule wardrobe, I'll be challenged to work with less, and I will just have access to those clothes that I love and that reflect my new dream style. Oh, big hair. Big hair. Soz. As I'm living my days, I will also take note of pieces that I think might be missing from this small capsule wardrobe. and that obviously match up with my style words. And I will first try to focus on basic, classic, practical, everyday pieces that I want to add to that collection and make sure that that foundation of basics is working before moving on to anything else. I usually recommend working on the practical basics section of your wardrobe first before working on the more statement-y type area, because the basics are your foundations and you've got to have the foundation set before you can work on the rest, if that makes sense. Okay, so step number 4. So once I feel like my basics collection is working well for me, I would then start to think about what pieces could be added to my new wardrobe that really reflect my fantasy self and pieces that evoke some sort of emotion when I wear them. Remember that these pieces still need to be practical and you want to make sure that your fantasy self doesn't actually take over your wardrobe. So I would use my style words to help me plan these missing pieces in my wardrobe, and then I would create a wardrobe wish list. I would also then prioritize my wish list, so make a note of which items I want to get first and in what order, because we can't just go out and buy everything at once, and we shouldn't. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we don't just want to unconsciously buy. We've done this work now, so we are definitely set up in a better situation to buy new items, but we still don't want to just jump at buying all the items that we think we need, because as we add one item, we might start learning about something else, and as we add in another item, we might realize that we don't actually need that other item on our wish list. This one does the job perfectly fine. So you want to take your time with buying things and curating your wardrobe, and the best style is created in a slow and mindful way. Okay, so we're up to number 5. So the last step that I would take to plan this new dream wardrobe is to think about shoes and accessories. I would make sure that I have a range of shoes that cover my everyday activities and that also cover different moods and emotions that I want to portray in my outfits. For example, for me and my current lifestyle, I need a flat winter boot, a Mary Jane, a supportive summer sandal, and white trainers. Shoes and accessories have a really big impact on the overall outfit. They are the finishing touch. Shoes specifically can often create the entire mood of an outfit as well. So if you want more tips on how to choose the right shoes for your outfit, then I have made this video here that covers everything to do with shoe styling. Otherwise, YouTube also thinks that you will like this video over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.